What do you understand by the word conduct? Well, in physics, it means transfer of something. And the materials that transfer something through themselves from one place to another are called conductors. That something could be anything. It could be heat, it could be electricity, or many other things. However, here we are interested in electricity. In this context, we will use the word electrical conductors. So now can we define it? You're right. Electrical conductors are the materials that transfer electricity through them. Or even more precisely, they are the materials that allow the electric current to flow through them. For simplicity, we will call them conductors. What are the examples of conductors? We have seen this simple circuit in the previous video. Here, a 1.5 volt cell is connected with a bulb which can be between 3 to 4 volts with the help of copper wires. So here I told you that the movement of electrons is from the negative terminal of the cell to the positive terminal. But however, by convention, the direction of electric current is taken to be from the positive to the negative one. But how exactly is the current flowing in the circuit? Or through which material is this current flowing? Yes, it's the copper wires. Electric current is flowing through the copper wires from the positive to the negative terminal. So what can we conclude from this? We say that the copper is a conductor of electricity since it allows the electricity to flow through it. Now, instead of copper wires, what if we use pieces of threads in the circuit? Will the bulb glow in that case? No, it won't. Why? Because the electric current cannot flow through a piece of thread. Such materials are called insulators. So how do we define this term? Give it a try. These are the materials which do not allow the electric current to flow through them. Let's study a bit about conductors first. Besides copper, what are the other materials that conduct electricity? Almost all metals conduct electricity. Silver, gold, aluminium, iron and mercury are a few other examples of metals that conduct electric current. If you replace copper wires in our circuit with aluminium ones, then you will find that the bulb is still glowing. This proves that aluminium allows electric current to flow through it. In fact, this area of the bulb is itself made up of metal. Hence, if we connect the wire anywhere in this region, the bulb will still glow. It transfers the electricity to the terminal of the bulb and inside. We can actually test any object for conductivity. Break the circuit up from anywhere by cutting the copper wire. Now at this point, I want you to notice one thing. Look at this region. There is nothing present in this region that can transfer the electrical energy from one side to the other. But there is air in this region. So what can you infer from this? This tells us that air is an insulator. It does not conduct electricity. Bring any object that you want to test, say this iron nail. Tie up both the ends of the wires at the two ends of iron and see if the bulb is glowing or not. If it glows, then it proves that the material that our object is made up of conducts electricity. Here the electric current is flowing through the iron nail. So our circuit is complete and the bulb glows. So this proves that iron is a conductor of electricity. Did you know that the human body is also a conductor of electricity? In fact, it's a very good conductor. This is the reason why we get an electric shock if we're not careful. The electric current flows through our body towards the earth. Now, which are the materials that do not conduct electricity? Materials such as plastic, rubber, cotton and wood do not conduct electricity. So they are insulators. For instance, instead of an iron nail, if we connect a plastic straw between the circuit, then the bulb will not glow.